Welcome to Tracks from Abroad on CIUT 89.5 FM. My name is Jesse McDougall. I'm joined by Deepayan. Today we are in the eastern side of Toronto in Little India, and we are going to try some food from a Southern Indian restaurant. We are also going to talk to Chris Hale, who is a sitar teacher. And lastly, we're going to see how sitars are sold at a store just around the corner. So join us on Tracks from Abroad. So Chris and Deepayan, we are right now outside of what restaurant?
This is called Udupi Palace, and it's a South Indian vegetarian restaurant here in Gerrard Bizarre. My favorite thing here is called a thali. It's pretty spicy, so we're gonna get a couple of other things. We're gonna get a masala dosa. It's this paper thin, crispy bread. So we're gonna have one of those.
Let's head on side and get some food. And what are we going to be eating today?
Well, we're going to start with this dosa. And this is a particular kind of dosa. It's called a masala dosa, which means that inside the dosa is some potato curry.
I especially like this because it's not too spicy, but it has all the different flavors in it. And I missed it after coming to Toronto. I'm from actually Eastern India, but the state where I'm from is called West Bengal. I came to Canada because I wanted to pursue my doctorate somewhere outside my country, and Toronto was one of the places where I really looked forward to.
And you were lucky to find Chris, who's a sitar teacher.
Yeah. My experience in Canada has totally transformed because of this.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, your background starts from Nepal. How does that
so
work?
I was born in New York, and then my parents moved to Nepal when I was 1. So I grew up speaking Nepali and English at the same time. I started to attend schools outside the village and eventually went to India. That's where my exposure to India started happening. And that's when I got exposed to the sitar as well.
Was music always important to you?
Yeah, I was interested in music since as early as I remember. I chose to go to a jazz music college called Berkeley in Boston when I finished high school in India. So finished college, went back to India. I enrolled in a sitar school called Bhatkhande in Lucknow, and simultaneously I played in a rock band. So I was a lead guitar player and vocalist for a rock band for the next 9 years while studying Indian classical sitar. And when I finished that degree in sitar, I came back to the United States, and with a buddy of mine named Pete Hicks, we formed this band called Aradhna. And we were a full-time touring band for 12 years. And when I finally finished touring with that band, we couldn't kind of keep it going anymore. I came back to Toronto and I began to teach. So I've been teaching and performing in Indian and Pakistani weddings since 2013.